The movie opens with a war between humans and AI. In 10 days, AI bots kill over a million people worldwide. Governments unite as the international coalition of nations to fight back. Battles rage everywhere, and the ICN gradually defeats the AI. Facing failure, Haran, the AI's creator, escapes Earth on a rocket. Warning: he'll return to complete his plan. 28 years later, in the US, an ICN team storms a building scanning for their target, Kasser, a deadly AI robot. They locate him, but before reaching him, Kasser attacks, taking out soldiers and using their weapons. Surrounded, he leaps to a lower floor where a machine shocks him with electricity, knocking him out. The next morning in Los Angeles, Atlas wakes to her AI assistant. She resumes a chess game from the night before, unaware her life is about to change. Watching the news, she learns Kasser, a key figure in Harlan's circle, has been captured as a counterterrorism analyst for the ICN. She gets ready to leave, but a soldier arrives to escort her before she can. Hold on to your hats, folks. Colonel Elias is practically screaming at General Jake, "Don't bring in Atlas." Apparently, she's the definition of a wild card. But Jake's playing a risky game. He thinks Atlas is the only one who can crack Kasser and spill the beans on Harlan. Cue Atlas. She gets scanned like she's about to launch a nuke. This woman is intense. She saunters in, plants her lucky chess piece on the table, and reveals Kasser's head. Talk about an icebreaker. Kasser's all smug, but Atlas isn't playing around. She hacks his brain with the chess piece. Boom. Kasser scoffs at his unbreakable security. Big mistake. Atlas just needed a simple doodle to crack him. The real location surfaces. Harlan's chilling on GR 339 in the Andromeda Galaxy. Kasser's furious and tries to shoot a shuriken from his mouth. I'm not kidding. But Atlas' force field has none of it. She then fries Kasser's brain with the chess piece, and the interrogation is officially over. Jake looks at Atlas, speechless. Alright, buckle up, buttercups, because this is where things get wild. So, the geniuses at the AI company want Harlan alive, mind you, so they can dissect him and avoid future AI meltdowns. Q. Elias and his Ranger crew blasted off to GR39 in the Andromeda Galaxy. And Atlas? She thinks it's a suicide mission, convinced Harlan's laid a trap so nasty, even cockroaches wouldn't survive. But Elias, oh, he's got a surprise. Giant arc suits, think walking tanks, and the latest brain-bending upgrade, neural links. Yeah, you heard me right, sinking Ranger minds with the suit's AI. Atlas is freaked, shouting, "Didn't we learn anything from the war?" Elias, smooth as ever, explains it's not mind control, it's a balanced partnership. Yeah, right. Atlas, still shaking her head, agrees to stay quiet, but only if she gets to tag along. And bam, they're off to Andromeda. During the journey, Atlas gets all nostalgic, staring at a pic of her, Val, and Harlan, probably wondering where it all went wrong. And then, she struts onto the bridge for a debriefing, shocking the whole darn crew. Get ready for some serious fireworks, folks. Alright, buckle up, buttercups. Our brainy babe presents her data comedy gold apparently. But hold the phone, folks, things get real. She drops the bombshell, neural links off. Hackers are watching. Fearful face then, bam. Reality check. This mission is a death trap. Toxic air, dodgy gravity, and AI you wouldn't trust to walk your dog. Elias, in his infinite wisdom, cuts her off mid-rent. Suit up, soldiers. Atlas, bless her heart, tries one last, desperate warning, but Elias is all, "Nah, we got this." Famous last words, right? Boom. Cargo bay door, gone. Fire, everywhere. Suits, toast. Missiles, incoming. It's a space catastrophe. Elias yells, "Jump," while Atlas is doing her best Spider-Man impression, clinging for dear life. Elias shoves her into a suit, Speed explaining like his life depends on it, because, well, it kinda does. Kaboom. More explosions. This mission just went from bad to, call the Undertaker. Ship launching Atlas's suit toward the planet. As she plummets, she watches in horror as the ship breaks apart, debris striking her suit. During the fall, as Atlas nears the planet's surface, she sees the Rangers locked in a brutal battle with Harlan's drones. Though they managed to destroy a few, the drones' sheer numbers and firepower overpower them. Bracing for impact, Atlas realizes this is just the start of the fight for survival. Amid the chaos, the falling ship nearly collides with Atlas, but a Ranger pushes her out of the way just in time. Using a wire, the Ranger catches Atlas midair and they dive together. Elias's face appears on Atlas's screen, urging her to sync with the suit's AI to stabilize the fall. She refuses, and moments later her helper is shot down, causing her suit to jump faster. At the last second, Atlas activates the thrusters, slowing her descent just enough to survive the crash landing. She hits the ground hard, battered but alive. Then Atlas tries to contact the base for help but gets no response. With no other buckle up, buttercups, because our girl Atlas just went from zero to space hero. She snagged herself a super suit and immediately pokes all the buttons, waking up its AI, Neat Smith. This guy's trying to be helpful, bless his circuits, offering a tutorial, but Atlas is all tutorial? Ain't nobody got time for that. She wants the escape pod, stat. Smith, ever the obedient, if slightly overridden, AI, pinpoints 198 clicks away. He suggests a joyride through the stars, but Atlas slams on the brakes. Too flashy, despite Smith screeching about limited oxygen, only 22 hours, people. She's stomping across the landscape, ignoring his every protest. Smith, bless his heart, tries to make small talk, but Atlas is having none of it. So he just starts rattling off weapons specs, because, why not? They reach the pod drop, and it's a disaster. Dead Rangers, courtesy of some good old-fashioned gunfire. Atlas is losing it, but Smith plays it cool, classical music to the rescue. And while she is collecting it D-tags, she discovers one. Hold on to your helmets, folks. Things are about to get wild. Suit's empty, but Smith senses danger. Casa Atlas discovers a Haaland clone. AI army fears Ignite as killer bots attack. Smith barks orders to run, refusing to sink. Missiles fly, but bots keep coming. A storm sends Atlas crashing into rocks. Iron bomb deployed despite Smith's protests. BOOM. Most bots are toast, but Casa lives. The ground gives way, and Atlas plunges into a giant sinkhole. Leg broken, Smith plays doctor with a metal plate. A nutrient cube? Survival's a long shot. Smith wants to ditch the suit, while Kakasa spills the beans to Haaland, who's still torturing Elias. Meanwhile, Atlas is struggling to sink in Smith. Alright, buckle up, buttercups. Our gal's got trust issues, major trust issues. So, it's back to square one with a peppy tutorial, poking at why she's even doing this. Atlas gets all nostalgic, reminiscing about chess with Haaland and Gulp Val's demise. Turns out Val cooked up Haaland. Smith suddenly all heart, and boom, their sink rate jumps to 40%. Suit says, guess what? You're half a mile down. Thrusters on, they blast into a mega cave, but oh, Smith's got only 14 hours of juice left and the escape pods a marathon away. Atlas, brains blazing, cooks up a plan. Smith's pep talk powers their sink rate to a sweet 60%. Cave escaped. Unbeknownst to our heroes, Cass's lurking, mesmerized by some shiny flora, dubbed PLs by Atlas. Cass's coming. Trap sprung. Boom. Smoke screen. They zero in on Cass's signal, blast his noggin, trace it to Haaland's hideout, and call in the big guns. Bomb is away. Hold on to your helmets, folks. Smith's telling Atlas, escape pod, now, but Atlas is all like, nope, and rubs the respirator. Neural link shenanigans ensue. Smith accidentally sees Atlas's tragic past, and bam! Atlas unleashes an epic speech about saving humanity that wins Smith over. Cue the buddy cop road trip, philosophical debates about life, souls, and robot feelings. But wait, Haaland's hideout is not a shack, it's a massive weapons base. Smith plants a beacon, tells Atlas to vamoose, but Atlas spies their captured ship. Plot twist. Casa 2.0 hacks Smith, crashes him, and kidnaps Atlas. Jake gets the distress call, emergency protocols engaged. Atlas wakes up chained, suit disabled, and Haaland makes his grand entrance. What will happen next? Alright, buckle up buttercups, cause things are about to get wild. Harren, that dastardly dude, reveals his bonkers scheme, humanity be gone. Cass's capture? A trap. He needs her password to drop Earth's shields like a bad habit. Cue some seriously shady tech mind extraction and poor Atlas is left to choke, with Harren leaving her chest piece as the ultimate, screw you. Elias, barely clinging to life, squeaks out an apology and shoves his neural link at her so she can yell at Smith. But wait, there's more. Smith's locked out, they need 100% Super Ninja status, SN, to break the hack. Atlas then drops a bombshell. She basically invented this villain. Jealous of Harren's primo Val attention as a kid, she accidentally helped him evolve into a digital demigod. The neural link was a con, letting him see the world's messy bits and snag Val's brain. Val, controlled, points a gun, screams, RUN. Moments later, Atlas heard her mother's tragic end. For 28 years, Atlas has blamed herself for the deaths of millions, including her mother. Smith convinces her she was manipulated and helps her move forward. They achieve full percent sync just as her oxygen runs out and the suit powers up. Smith warns Haaland will launch the warhead soon and his battery is low with only one shot in their chest cannon. Atlas spots weapons nearby. A new Casa and bots attack, but Atlas and Smith fight back, grabbing weapons and smashing through walls to take out as many bots as possible. Despite their efforts, they are soon surrounded. Elias appears with a weapon and signals Atlas and Smith to run. He fires at fuel barrels, causing a massive explosion that destroys much of the base outside. Atlas and Smith take out bots and drones, but Haaland shows up with a missile launcher, forcing them to dodge as the ship carrying the warhead takes off. Atlas insists Smith hack it to disable the warhead while Haaland attacks. Hold on to your hats, folks. This is where things get wild. Smith's a speed demon, Atlas blasts the ship, talk about a high-stakes gamble, and it pays off. But boom, Debris City. Haaland's got a sword, a serious attitude, and just lopped off an arm. Ouch. Lava's involved, because of course it is. Whip Kraken action. But Smith's got a counter move, bam. Sword arm, meet the flow. Atlas is ready to end this guy, but Haaland pulls a total power move, wrecking the suit's reactor. Crash landing. Atlas is down, but not out. Smith's got a revive trick up his sleeve and a final cannon blast. Haaland's a relentless machine, but hold on. A fatal mistake. He is distracted by the chest piece when Atlas shanks him. Smith sacrifices his oxygen, gets a lollipop, and fades away. Sunrise. Bittersweet, isn't it?